had a rough childhood, you had a rough childhood, you never healed from it. Maybe your mother didn't put you out, you never healed from it. You went through a horrible breakup, you had a car accident. These are things that the body suppresses. You internally, you suppress it, you put it under the carpet, you lift up the carpet and sweep. What is shadow work? You need to do your shadow work. Everywhere, here, in and out, you always hear this. Somebody comment on my video on TikTok and say, Chin, you know more start doing shadow work. Let's explain in this video how to do your shadow work. What shadow work is a process where you explore part of yourself, right? Where you normally hide, you avoid it, you deny it exists. Your fear is like old wound. You don't want to rake up old wound. It's like putting a band-aid on a fresh wound and lift it off. You don't want to do that. There are things that trigger you emotionally, physically, mentally, right? Things that you never heal from. So if you had a rough childhood, you had a rough childhood, you never healed from it. Maybe your mother didn't put you out, you never healed from it. You went through a horrible breakup, you had a car accident. These are things that the body suppresses. You internally, you suppress it, you put it under the carpet, you lift up the carpet and sweep it under, put on the carpet and never address it. And know as you grow older, as you go on in life, these things are affecting you. Normally when you don't do your shadow work, when you look and try to fix things before you move forward, it tends to show up in many different parts of your life in different ways. And this can be, or these shadow work, not doing the shadow work can affect you multiple ways. We can kind of cause you to not go ahead, right? So these are things that you need to work on. So it's all about looking on the inside and understand which part this hurt you come from, why me I deal with this, why this trauma, and you're going to heal from it, right? You're going to transfer all the hurt, the pain, you're going to generate it into strength, right? So shadow work can help you to heal your emotional wounds. Like for example, you go through a breakup, or your parents neglect you, or there was a separation issue, right? It can help you to break pattern that keep on a repeat. You see here in the United States, when we come and know about alcoholic, people become alcoholic. They dependent on alcohol or drug abuse, right? So you would see people keep on go back to drinking because they use drinking or smoking or dosing themselves to try to hide or try to forget about whatever shadows that lurks, that they don't try to fix it from the source, they try to cover it up. And then what substance abuse do is that it constantly call them back in, because covering it with drinking, by the time the alcohol and the smokes and the drugs wear off, that is still there for you to deal with, right? So it can help you to break these repetitive patterns or addiction because you're trying to cover up your hurt. It can help you to understand this work with me. I found this out. It can help you to understand why you react a certain way. Like me, certain little things would trigger me because you say, see, I thought me cut. In a Jamaica, say, I thought me wound, man. Yeah, man, you know, when I'm a lick on the nail and this because I hurt you. So it can help you to understand why you behave a certain way when certain things arrive, right? Even persons who are in a relationship, who break up from a horrible relationship, when they move on in the next one too quick and fix what happened in the past, you didn't heal from it, you will see that you bring over the same habits or fear certain things or do certain things in that new relationship because you never heal, right? So it help you to understand these things. Also real self-love, big for me. When I did my shadow work, self-love came back, self-awareness, and also help you to become the best version of yourself. This is what shadow work do for you. So layman's term, help you to fix the internal problem where you don't want to face. You don't want to deal with it, it just dead it. You understand? So me I write down some pointers, so I eat, me I go down inner. That's why you see me I look on my phone. So these are the things that you deal with. My camera I go dead, but me see we can put it on the charger and go into it. So if you feel like say you need to deal with your shadow work, there's some unresolved issue where you have internally where you need to fix, comment down below. Yo, me need to do my shadow work. Yeah, true, because of them something. Let me know down below in the comments, say yo, this resonate with you when me I say I true. So this help me to make more video for push out if you know say yeah, me help you know. You understand? And don't forget to subscribe and like, guys. Let's go deeper into this. So now that me tell you what is shadow work, let's get into how to do your shadow work. Alright, fine, Chin, me know what is shadow work. Yeah, man, you know say they sit down to me. How me get rid of it do? Let's go, cause me not just give you a scenario, me I give you. Me not just bring it up, say yes, I know you're aware of me, also I give you how to fix it. I'm gonna give you the solution. How to do the shadow work. So me have 5 steps here, so right. So if step 1, me I make it very short and to the point, say I get it. Step 1, you have to sit down with yourself. You understand? Find a quiet time. Me when I started, me used to sit down whole heap in my backyard. That time when I started my shadow work, I was in California. My shadow work, look a backstory. My shadow work started in Christianity. Yes, I went to an AA meeting. I wasn't an alcoholic. I wasn't what you call it. Me not deal with an addiction or nothing. I literally went there, and then I figured, okay, let's start from here. May not reach there for whatever reason. Me not gonna disclose this until eventually. To all them teach, it was from a biblical point of view, but we can't tell that she mixed it with little spirituality, right? So me going there for whatever reason turned out that I needed that more than anything else. So I sat in AA with other persons who had addiction I had known, but me I understand. She put a tree, she had a tree, an image of a tree, and she showed where openings were in our life to allow these things. She did it like the root, the tree, the branch, the leaf. So she showed how trauma and addictions and all these things. So me flipped addiction for me and put trauma. I had a childhood, a crazy childhood, not the worst of the worst, but I had crazy childhood, crazy teenage years coming up to adulthood, right? So what I did was to switch over whatever she was teaching based off of addiction and apply to me. Me tweak the little part of them and still sit and took that class. So my debunking, my all of that start in Christianity. So I had time to sit with myself. Used to sit down with them at the backyard till me end up move from living in a house to living on the trails. I used to do like RV, and I used to travel from different state parks and them someday. Not park like regular park, like RV park. Very luxurious, nothing get to one, whatever. So I have a lot of sit down time, quiet, and I can think inside. Sometimes when I try to think, and this happened to a lot of you, when I try to think about things that's happened in the past, some only can't even sit in it and visualize it because it hurts so much. You start to cry or you start to get angry. You remember that one incident when maybe somebody did you wrong, some injustice was done to you, right? And this was something that she taught in that class. I wish I can get back that tree. I'm going to see if I can find it and show them. Someone when you sit down with some things around the time where I'm told you can't sit down try and relive that moment because the trauma is coming back in when you remember when they do you this or remember he hurt you, you feel anger like you wanna hurt that person or you self or you feel less stuff, so you try enough to sit down with it. But honestly, shadow work comes with a lot of crying, a lot of pain, a lot of anger. It's going to make you feel every single emotion and you need to sit through it to the end. That incident that happened to you, you need to sit down with it and see it through the end. So the first thing is that you need to sit down in silent, right? Whether you want to put on your little soft music, and it's okay to cry. When you cry, I realize you tend to let out the pain more when you cry. This work for me. So this is why you need to sit in a quiet place by yourself where you're not being disturbed and nobody's knowing the most personal things about you and see you weak, right? This is something you need to do on your own. So quiet space, talk to yourself. So when that they happen on you, or if you want journal. So again, you have to sit with it, openly see what happened, relive it, go through it and unpack everything you went through. The second thing is to ask yourself the hard question them, right? Write down the things that were really bother you. What hurt you? What hurt me? What are the things that will trigger me? Which part of my life made me feel shame or I'm afraid to deal with it? Someone maybe they do some video or somebody delete video about you. Maybe somebody did catch you a fight or maybe they end up get locked up for this or whatever it is, the things that make you feel less stuff. Why the things that bother me? So every time mommy shout at me, maybe say you did have a rough childhood where your parents was very hard on you, very strict. They never used to make you go out and have fun. All the class might get for a class party and all of this. Ask yourself them things there. So now when you grow up now, you see people that go dance and put on their ear. You may hear the girl, I don't like when they this, because you remember say when they did young, you never have that childhood there. So ask yourself what are these things. So that's step 2. Ask yourself the hard question. You're going to need your book. You're going to need a book for write these things down or make videos and post them in a draft or recording, voice recording. What are the things that No. Say this, that you're right then don't. So that's step 2. Let's get into step 3. So this is step 3. What you need to do is you're going to look on the dark side, the things them where hurt you, trigger you, you're going to look on them without judging yourself, without feel bad about yourself because you need this, right? So remember, say shadow work and nothing for you feel bad. It's to bring the bad things or how you feel the injustice that have been done, whatever, bring it to the forefront. So most important, you can't blame yourself for it. You have to sit through the emotion. It's not easy, and that's why a lot of persons go through life with unresolved trauma because they don't want to face it, right? They feel bad about themselves because that was done to you even when you had no control over it. So you have to look upon the dark things, the horrible things, without no judgment, without being hard on yourself, without judging yourself. Remember, say, you doing the shadow work, as I say, I don't feel bad. right? It just means say you're ready to face it, and bring these things that are in darkness to light. So remember, shadow work, and if you feel bad, right, I feel make you ready to face the part of yourself where you always hide. So watch your emotion them and do it without cussing. Watch your emotion them without cussing yourself, without being hard and beat down by yourself. So that's step 3. Step 4, as I'm saying, 5 step me are going, guys. You have to forgive yourself. You have to forgive yourself. For me, I had to forgive persons who did me wrong too. Sadly, I remember Thanksgiving. Oh damn, Thanksgiving a couple days ago. I got up one Thanksgiving morning. I used to live in California. I get up a ball after one dream. I realized that I thought I forgave that person, one person who did me wrong, and I didn't. And I had to get up that morning, get up and cry, excuse myself, go up and road and start release that person, because a dream show me that, you know, forget that person. I'm still 8, 9, 10 the dirtiest thinking people. If they didn't call me ready for hunt them down like shark, right? But I had to let them go. I thought I forgave them, but I didn't, right? So you have to forgive yourself. Sometimes you have to forgive people. You know me, say I go back and apologize or beg them. I say, yo, me let you go, me now. I'm gonna have you up. Sometimes you don't have to do it openly to them. It's just to yourself, because you owe this to yourself, not to them. So forgive yourself and release the weight with it on your shoulder, right? Tell your younger self, what age you were, or what phase you were in your life when whatever happened, the injustice happened, or whatever happened, right? So you talk to your younger self, talk to that self that was done wrong, and make them know, say, yo, me understand. Yo, me forgive myself for do this now. Me forgive myself for know, say, this happened to me. Right? You have to give yourself some grace and let it go. I know something will happen overnight. Like when me tell you, say, the couple of years Thanksgiving ago, I thought I forgave somebody when I didn't. So I realized that I didn't, because when them name mention cross, anger, misery. So it's something that these 5 steps are something that happen over time. So you keep after work, keep working until these things don't trigger you no more. Till seeing these people don't hurt you no more. You know, see them, you know, get agitated or miserable or upset. Right? So you have to forgive yourself and let these things go. You have to release the pain where you've been carrying around for years. I've known so many people who trauma and hurt have done them so bad that they become a savage. They become so bitter, and bitterness brings stress, and anger come with unforgiveness, and these things will hinder you from your blessing. May I speak from experience. When you hate, when you malice, me no mean say ever go be friend with them, but bitterness and unforgiveness can literally lock up your blessing in a storeroom where you have access to. So in order to live, you have to release situation, release people. That is why shadow work important, right? So release these things I've been carrying around. So the last but not least is step 5, and this is where we close out the video, guys. When you do all of that and you finally get to stage 5 of your shadow work, you need to set a new intention. Why you plan? Set something new for yourself, an intention for yourself, and move with ease, light, flow into it. Set a new path for yourself. Oh, I've been through so much. Yo, all of them something happen to me, but here I'm clean up them. Then I'm reach stage 4, reach stage 5. Me I go let it go. Me I go set more goal for myself. Me I go move into something new. Me I go elevate me. Newness. I'm done with all of that. Me now make them rob me blessing no more. Me now make unforgiveness lock up my blessing in a storeroom and make me bitter. Sometimes you're bitter towards your kids because how you were raised, the trauma, your parents, the traumatic event that happened right through the parenting or your guardian over you, you know, bitter to your children, bitter to your wife, your spouse, because of how you grew. Oh, I saw me growing up, so man tough, you know. Man tough, you know, because of, oh, me go through the worst of the worst, right? These things you're passing on. So when you release all of that stage 4, reach out to stage 5, you're going to set a newness for yourself. Who do you want to be? What do you see yourself? What's the road ahead of you that you're choosing? You're going A, or you going B, right? So after you face all of that, the darkness there, choose what kind of version you want to show up as for yourself, for your family, mainly for you, for your kids if you have kids, but for you, where you want to become, where you want to achieve, how you want to show up, how you want the world people to perceive you. Know that you heal and you're ready to step forward. What is that goal? What is that intention? You need to set that to become new. The new you rebirth out of that shell you were in. You break off of that load that on your back. You set it down to the side and you're stepping into newness. Who do you want the people to see you as? who you want to be, who or what you identify as, now that you have unpacked all that trauma, right? Show up as that version, set that intention, and move with clarity into that peace, strength, love, and you are healed. I'm in that phase right now. Hallelujah. I'm finally in that stage where I'm the better version of myself. I've never seen this chin in my life. I've never been like this in my life, and I've been happy in and out phase of my life, but this version of chin I've never seen before, because successfully I have completed my shadow work. And it's not something I've done over time, because maybe trauma can happen tomorrow and the next day, but hear what, these 5 steps, I still live by them today, because I still apply them to whatever situation. And I also tell myself I'm not going back there. So if trauma come up again, I know how to heal, become the newer version of this new version, and move forward. Guys, I hope this video helped. Do it, you won't regret it. If you know me from back then, you know my journey. I'm a new person now. I've never been better in my life, and I've seen really good days in my life. So guys, if you like this video, if this video helps or makes sense or give you clarity on how to move forward to do your shadow work, comment, let me know, encourage me, or like I'm encouraging you. Give me a thumbs up, share the video, and also subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Cool.